Coming to you guys today inside the freaking Shelby Cobra. I got the G in the back, but it's kind of overexposed here. But y'all, I hope you're having an amazing day. We're talking law of attraction. You need to be knowing this before you use the law of attraction. Everyone thinks you think about it, you want it, you desire it, then you attract that thing in. No. Law of attraction is that thing is actually it's attracted to you. That person, that money, that car, that job, the health, whatever it may be, it's attracted to you when you use the law of character, the law of the movie method. When you combine that together with the law of attraction, you become unstoppable. I'm going to share with you in this video how you're going to implement this today, how you're going to completely change the course of your life. So, right off the bat, I want you to be relaxed because during this video, I'm going to want you to be visualizing it sometimes and just be imagining. If you can't visualize, try to imagine the best that you can, try to feel it. But I want you to look at life like this. Imagine that you have jumped into a time machine and you can see the future of your life and everything you desired happened. You had the freaking best relationship. Maybe you've had multiple relationships. You're the richest. You have all the things. Or you accomplished this, that. You have this great body. You've done it all. Now you get back in the time machine and you are currently where you are. But you know that you're going to be in this great place. You know how great the future is going to be. What would you do? You would be relaxed. You would do what you got to do, but you would know that you win. You freaking know it all the way. You know, it's like in Infinity War when Doctor Strange, he sees all the outcomes and it's like 14 million to 1, or there's only one where they win, but he sees that outcome and that's what they hope on. They go, okay, there's only one outcome out of 14 million that Doctor Strange saw where we can save the planet, but there's still that chance. There's the knowing that there is that one. So you imagine and you realize this is all going to happen. How would you feel? You would be relaxed and you would be determined and you would know that you would do it. This is how you have to start thinking right here and now. The problem with all of you is that you are thinking about a future where you fail, where you are not good enough, where it's not going to happen, where you can't, where you wish you would have, or you live in the past. The worst is if you are living in a future where you are stuck in the past. The past is over. The past is over, and when you live in it, you live in a place that doesn't exist. You are living in the void, in this place of the valley of death, if you will. There's nothing there in the past. Let go of the past. Let it be. Be in the now. Combine the future and the now together. So, imagine you wake up every single day knowing that everything is going to be good. Now, let's take away the feelings like, hey, you accomplished all that stuff, and let's more focus on who you are. That version of yourself. Take away the love life. Take away the money. Take away the things. Who are you at your core? Are you courageous? Are you the absolute best? Are you intelligent? Are you disciplined? Do you have the tenacity to continue to fight each and every day? I want to use another example here. My favorite Marvel movie. I mean, they change. Sometimes I like this one better. Sometimes I like that one better. But overall, Thor Ragnarok is one of my favorites because Thor, he's the man. He's freaking the god of thunder. He's the best of the best. He has his hammer. And guess what? In that one, he loses his hammer. He loses his freaking father. He loses everything. He ends up on this trash planet. He's enslaved and he has to fight in the gladiator arena and he has to fight Hulk and it's bad and all these things. But you know what? He still is Thor. And he finds this new ability, this power that he never knew he had, where he can control, he can use lightning through himself. He doesn't need freaking Mjolnir. He doesn't need Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker isn't around yet, but he is the man. He is Thor. And that's the thing. No matter what, Thor doesn't worry about his circumstances. He's not upset, hey, I lost everything. I'm in the worst position ever. He's still Thor. I mean, Thor even loses his freaking godly hair in that one. And they give him the buzz cut. But he's still Thor. That's the biggest issue with your life. And with the law of attraction, you will automatically attract everything that is aligned with that version of you, with that character. That's why I say to use the movie method. See your life as a movie. My life is a freaking movie. It's always been a movie. I'm sitting in my freaking 1965 Shelby Cobra. Right behind you here is my freaking Rolls Royce Cullinan Black Badge. I got the G-Wagon out there. Got my freaking Lamborghini freaking stored at my freaking dealership. I store some of my cars at my dad's place. It's like, I'm living the freaking life. My home is paid off. I'm living the life I always wanted to live. And you know who the character I wanted to be ever since I saw the movie was Iron Man. Wanted to be Iron Man. Wanted to be Solid Snake from Metal Gear. I wanted to be Hercules, and I am Hercules. I am literally the living embodiment of Hercules. And when I became that, all these things came to me. You know, not a lot of people know about this, and I don't like to share too much. These videos are for you. It's all about you, but I use myself as an example. I manifested my wife. We've been married 13 years. We have the greatest connection, the greatest soulmate connection, the greatest communication. I feel like we are both Avengers. We are both these superhuman beings together. And even in that, I manifested that I have other girlfriends. My wife and I have had girlfriends together. We've done the things that all guys want to do, all, relationships. Heck, some women want to do that too. Like, we live on our own terms. The communication is there like all the way, but I manifested that. Some people, you might not agree with that, and that's completely fine. Again, I'm not trying to sway you to do that. I'm just showing you I've done things that most people would say, how is that possible? How does that work? I've done it because I became that version of myself. Just today, I had 2 client calls where I broke this down, where I said, I don't remember who I was a year ago. Like, I can remember it. It's not like I have, dementia or something and I can't remember. I don't know what it feels like to be that version of myself anymore, because I have leveled up so much in my life that I don't remember. I don't know what it's like to be that version. I don't know anything other than being the effing man. I don't know anything other than winning always. And see, here's the thing. I'm going to add one more part to this. I don't ever look for the 3D circumstances. My cars are nice. My home is nice. My wife is nice. My girlfriend, whatever it may be. Life is awesome. But you know what? I had all these things before I had them. I had them in here, and I have even more. I've driven every car in the world. I've been to every place in the world. I've been to other planets. I've been to other dimensions within my mind. I have literally fought galactic beings and done the most heroic things in my mind over and over again. I live multiple lives, all at different times. By doing that, I have called in the greatest energy, the greatest things into my reality. Again, because I became that version of myself. And you can become multiple versions of yourself. Some people think, oh, you just quantum jump into that version, this version. You can quantum jump into all of them. You can harness all the stones, if you will. I believe that 100%. No one has ever spoken about that. But you can have multiple characteristics. Do you know there was this experiment done where they had the brain, they had both sides, and they used both sides. Now, I'm not going to quote this perfectly, but basically, all the people that were in it, I don't think it was, forget what country it is, and it wasn't like the best experiment that you could do, but basically, they found that depending on what hemisphere of the brain, it was a different person. You essentially right now have another person that is living inside of your mind that you don't even know is there. That's just one person. You might have multiple people living in your mind right now. And by certain triggers or certain reactions or certain things in life, you might have them take over and be the one in charge in that situation. But knowing that, you got to be so careful, and you have to collaborate and create this version of yourself, these versions of yourself. That's why I love watching movies. I love using characters, Aragorn, James Bond, Wolverine, Iron Man, Luke Skywalker, freaking Han Solo, Anakin. Anakin is like freaking the ultimate. Even though he did some bad things, but Anakin's awesome. He's awesome. Obi-Wan. I take these characters and then I create my own character of myself. And that's how I have obtained massive, massive success in the 3D. But remember, again, I don't just rely on the 3D. This is a very profound statement here, but realize this. Sometimes good things and too much success can actually be a bad thing. Because then if you are just living on, oh yes, life is so good, it's going up, 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 yay, I'm happy. Now when it goes down, oh no, it's the worst. So now you're just living on circumstances. You're living on the highs and you're living on the lows. That's not practical. That's not normal. That's not good. You will not manifest properly. You will not live properly. Instead, always just be neutral. Be in the place where you know everything is going to work. No matter what, it could be a bad day within the 3D, and I am still happy as ever. And it could be the best day ever I've ever had in the 3D, and that's really great. I will enjoy it, but you know what? I'm still just as happy, and I'll still be just as happy tomorrow. My friend, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like me to be your mentor and guide, you can see the link down below to my website. I love you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope that this video served you well. Take care, my friend.